Right now, the U.S. Justice Department is charging a government contractor with stealing classified information from the National Security Agency. We're learning the FBI secretly arrested the suspect back in August after raiding his home, where allegedly agents found a trove of sensitive data. Here's White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest.
I think any time that information like this is released in the context of a criminal complaint, the federal government is reminded of how important it is to be vigilant about protecting the national security of the country and information that is relevant to our national security. So this is certainly a situation that the Department of Justice takes seriously.
Joining us now, one of the journalists who helped break this story, Matt Apuzzo, a Pulitzer Prize-winning correspondent for the New York Times. Matt, it's good of you to spend some time with us today.
Great to be here. He
was arrested in August. Why are we just finding out about it now? What was the government's motivation in keeping it secret?
Well, they kept it secret, and the defense actually, it appears that they went along with keeping it secret. He was arraigned in secret, which means he showed up in court, and that was kept hush-hush. The government's trying to figure out the scope of this. They really are trying to understand, was this a guy who just collected a bunch of stuff over a long period of time, you know, a document collector, a document hoarder, or was he actually passing this information? And what's remarkable about this case is they've been investigating for, you know, they've had him in custody for over a month, and they still don't know the answer to that question.
He is a Navy veteran, not the type of guy normally who would pop up on your radar as a potential spy, right?
Yeah, he doesn't fit the profile of your typical insider threat, and the folks we've been talking to who know him, you know, say he's definitely not a he doesn't have political grievances with the United States that would make him, you know, more of an Edward Snowden type, where, you know, he's bringing stuff forward that he opposes. It doesn't appear, based on our reporting so far, that there's an ideological opposition to the work of the NSA. You know, so the government's really trying to figure out what made this guy tick and why did he have all of this stuff in his house and his car. I mean, he was keeping classified documents in the back of his car.
And they don't know, according to your reporting, whether or not he shared it with anybody. They know that he gathered it, apparently. That's the accusation. But they don't know whether he may have turned it over to some foreign organization.
Right, and as we know, you know, he has acknowledged, you know, I shouldn't have had this stuff in my house, but they haven't been able to make that link, and that's actually, from an intelligence standpoint, that's really frustrating, right? Because you want to know what's been compromised, right? And at this point, I think they have a sense that a large amount of information could have been compromised, but they don't know for sure that it was, and that's what this investigation is really all about right now, is what did he do when he brought this stuff home? Did he get hacked? I mean, he was keeping stuff in his own house. Did he get hacked, and did he unwittingly end up being a source for this stuff? Or is it a total coincidence and they've just uncovered a document hoarder?
Harold T. Martin III, Glen Burnie, Maryland. That's his name and his address of record. He does share one similarity with Edward Snowden. They both worked with Booz Allen Hamilton, worked for that government contractor.
Yeah, and, you know, obviously a lot of pressure on Booz Allen right now. They've said they're cooperating with this. It's really a test obviously for government contractors like Booz and for the Obama administration and whoever is the president next, because we're supposed to be living in a post-Snowden world. There was intelligence reforms that were supposed to make it harder for people to just walk out the front door with flash drives or paper documents, and you know, they found a ton of that stuff at this house.
Matt Apuzzo, one of the reporters for the New York Times who broke that story. Matt, we appreciate the information. Thank you.